Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here on this wonderful Sunday with you all. Today, we are going to be learning about one of the parables of Jesus. I hope that you enjoy the story, and I hope that it teaches us all something, and I hope that we can find a way to be together in this idea of being a neighbor, even when we can't be together in person this week. So before we get started, I think we should all take a deep breath and get ready, and then we'll say our prayer together as a Godly Play group, okay? So if you have your Godly Play book, you can, not book, your box. If you have your Godly Play box, then you can go ahead and pull the lid off and you can find the prayer underneath, or you can follow along. I'll hold it up for you. So remember, you can also use all of the supplies in that, either while we're telling the story or afterwards, okay? Everybody take a deep breath. Get ready to say our prayer.
God, we love you when we are happy. We love you when we are mad. We love you when we are sad. We are sorry we messed up this week. We need your help to make things better. Thank you for helping us feel better. Thank you for the earth.
Thank you for the earth. I love you. Amen.
Okay, everyone. So, before we start our parable, I'm going to have you all think about our Godly Playroom and imagine that we are in there. And imagine that I'm going to the shelves and pulling out a beautiful gold box that I'm going to be taking our stuff out of, okay? So imagine that I'm looking at this beautiful gold box and looking in the lid and finding out what's on the inside. And in a minute, I'm going to come back with some materials and I'm going to tell you guys the wonderful story that comes out of this parable box, okay? All right. I wonder what this could be. I could put one in here and the other end down here. I wonder what it could be. Let's see if there's some more things that can help us to find out. There are these. While we're putting these things up, let's talk a little. Once, there was someone who said such amazing things and did such wonderful things that people began to follow him. One day, a lawyer asked him, "What is the most important law?" And he said, "You already know." The lawyer said, "Yes, we are to love God and love our neighbors. But who is my neighbor?" So he told a parable. A person was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho. And some robbers who were hiding out came and attacked him. And they hurt him, and they took everything that he had, and they left him by the side of the road. He was so hurt. He would die if he didn't get help. A great priest from the temple in Jerusalem was also going down the road. When he saw him, he moved to the other side of the road and passed by. A Levite, a person who also worked at the temple, was going down to Jericho. When he saw him, he passed by on the other side. But then a Samaritan, who was not even from the same country, came to where he was. And when he saw him, he had compassion, and he went to him. He put medicine on his cuts, and he put him on his donkey. He brought him to an inn,
and he stayed with him all night. He told the innkeeper that the man could stay until he was well, and he would pay for it all. Now, which of these people, the priest, the Levite, and the Samaritan, was a neighbor to the person who was hurt and robbed and left by the side of the road? I wonder if that person had a name. I wonder where the road was really going. I wonder who was a neighbor to the robbers. Who was a neighbor to the priest? Who was a neighbor to the Levite? Who was a neighbor to the Samaritan? And how was the Samaritan a good neighbor? If you have someone to wonder about these things with, now would be a great time to find someone to talk with.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to that wonderful story with me. I really appreciate all of you taking time out of your day today to be with your Godly Play family in spirit, and also finding a way to learn some more about God and about Jesus and about the stories that he told his followers to help us to learn how to be good neighbors. I hope everyone gets to do something fun today and joyful, and to enjoy God's beautiful creation, and maybe get some sunshine if it feels good outside. And I hope that you all have a wonderful week with your families. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.